Hello, this is Xensomi, and we're playing City Skylines. And I've done some off-camera work here now. As if you watch my last episode, you do know that I was going to do some off-camera work. All these park thingamajigs here around this area and so on. And I have built this underground tunnel systems and turned off the ability to cross most of the crossings here. If we zoom in, we can see that they are not crossing the roads. They are walking in these tunnels when they want to cross. And I love that because that helps the traffic to get a little better flow. And as you can see, I've built a subway station here. I'm going to connect it in this episode, and I'm going to do a couple of other things. Yeah, but I think I've succeeded quite well with the look on this neighborhood. I think it's a pretty neighborhood, and yeah, I hope you like it as well. Well, without further ado, let's get this on the move then, this episode. There's been a couple of meetings in the city council, and they have decided that we're going to see if we can't find a unique building. Get this, I need a parliament or something like that, so to speak. I don't really know. I never built one of those since I played SimCity. But I guess we need a parliament, or a building for those politicians, those that we don't like, I guess. Courthouse, that could be a kind of a good thing to have. So yeah, that will is no tax office. Well, that's a bit of a government thingamajig. So I'm not gonna search for it here. I'm gonna do that when I do when I play on time-lapse thingamajig. But the council has decided that somewhere I'm gonna have to build build a place in the city for government employees and stuff like that. So I'm going to try and find that. And they have also decided to change a bit of roads. We're gonna tear down some roads and change them out to other roads. You'll just have to see and wait. You just have to wait and see what will happen in the time lapse. I think it's a kind of interesting thingamajig that's going to be happening here. But I think let's just stop talking and get this episode on the way. The first thing I'm going to do in the time lapse is actually connect this subway station. After that, we'll just have to see. So I'm going to have a talk to you after the time lapse as well, and I hope to see you then. For now, bye.
without have no soul.
Yes, adore you all of the time. I'd like to. I'd like to. I'd like to love you every day. I'd like to love you, love you. I'd like to love you if I may. I'd like to love you, love you. I'd like to love you, love you. I'd like to love you night and day, if I may, may. I'd like to. I'd like to love you every day. I'd like to love you, love you. I'd like to love you, love you.
Yes, I think I'm done for today's episode. Now let's have a little chat of what I've done and why I've done it. So shall we start in this area here where we connected this subway station? And now it's one of the most lively one, I guess. Loads of people using this. And yeah, you can see there's loads of people moving around in this place. I'll also build all these, well, government things here. The courthouse, tax office, oppression office, really don't know what that is all about, to be honest, and a city hall, of course. This is where the politicians sit and decide, so I need to make it a little pretty with a little restaurant out here, a restroom and a gazebo and a little thingamajig to walk out and take a view of that lovely island, the old town. And of course I made a commercial zone here, and I tried to keep so that the lorries are only allowed to go out and in on this road and to circle this and then to go in here and to deliver to all the stores, of course. But they're not allowed to go into the living quarters over there. So that's one thing that I did in today's episodes. I moved around these cemeteries, created this road where only service and SOS are allowed to drive on, which creates a place for people to walk as well from this area here into the school area. So that's quite nice as well. And what else did we do? I did a road here where only lorries are allowed to drive on this road that crosses this section here, and I wanted to try and disconnect the lorries from the cars to get a lower impact on the roads, and I think I got that actually, to be honest. So no lorries are allowed to go out here, and no cars are allowed to go down into these streets here. So yeah, I thought that was a good idea. It looks like there are a little less of traffic, which makes me a bit happy actually. But I do lose a lot of money at the moment. I hope I can get that back. So what else did we do? Yes, of course, one of the biggest things was this. We built a highway from this beat here. We changed all this national road and made a highway out of this, and this makes me a bit home feeling for me, because here in Sweden we do often have these as a highway, two lines very close together. And so I really, let's see what this parallel road tool has been gold today. I wanted to make this for a very, very long time, that it should look like this when I make highways like that, but I've stayed away from making highways because I am absolutely horrible at making them look like this. But with this parallel tool road I can now build this really Swedish looking highway system, which I'm very happy. So I changed here as well to another way to get in and out on this road. So, and then I continued this all the way here. So high traffic here, of course. And I connected this old road that went underneath here. It's now connected to this and goes into the industrial area like that. And this road continues. It's very high amount of traffic on this road. So yeah. Now, since that is a national road there, going all the way from there, I didn't want them to actually be able to leave the highway here and get into here from that. So I just made a connection where they can go out that way and come in from that way, but they cannot leave in the direction. They cannot take, oh, I'm this the lad here, I'm working in that forest industry over there, so I'll take the quickest way and get on the highway. Well, they could, but that means they'll have to go up here and then find a way. Let's see, how's the way? Yeah, they come here and they go up and they turn around and then they go to work. And when they come home, they need to get here, then they go turn around, and I come back. So, yeah, I hope that they choose that country road instead, that national road out there when they're going to work from this road here. And I think this made a lot of sense. I did need to put that on automatic because it just took too long time when they had to stop and do everything. I'm seeing that this lane here is going very slow. I don't think we need to, or should I just put 100 like you? I know that I did do this, where I chose every lane had a different speed. Now they're back to 100, all of them, so that we get a better flow in the traffic. This, I really don't know what I'm supposed to do here. This is a horrible, horrible mess. So yeah, always the same thing. I don't know what keeps them locked here now. They should really be flowing around in that roundabout. Never mind. So maybe I should just do one more thing actually, because I've gotten this quite a lot of times. Crime is high, and I've taken a look, and there's 15 out of 20 holding cells full, and I've seen 20 out of 20 in some places as well when they have been waiting like that. And so what I'm going to try and do to release that is actually here. Let's see, I'm going to build a prison here to get rid of, so that the police station is pretty free from criminals. Their holding cells should be quite low in order for them to go out and catch new criminals. Like that. Yes. Did I do anything else? Let's see here. I'll build a little Bloomingdale right here, of course. I don't know if that is anything good, but I did build it, and I think it looks pretty there. Now let's see, what else did we do? I talked about the lorry road here, which has, in my mind, might be that I just feel it has exterminated quite a lot of the traffic jams that I did have there, so that's a nice thing. The cemeteries we did talk about, the road that went there, and I think we've gone through everything that we did today, and I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have, because I think this was a pretty fun episode. This road here is, I just love it that I finally can make this Swedish highway where they are so close together, and even if the road turns, the other one follows so close. So I really cannot recommend that enough, that parallel road mod. And now that I'm speaking about mods, I really would love to say thank you to all modders out there. This game would not be something that I would be playing if it wasn't for the mods. The mods just make this, I mean, it's a good game, just the way it is. It's a good game, but I wouldn't spend hours on that game. Yeah, I would love it, and I would play it from time to time, but I definitely would not play it in the amount that I'm doing now, and I definitely would not be making any YouTube videos about it, to be honest. So great thanks to all the mothers out there. I think you're doing a great job, and I really love everything that you do. The biggest problem for me is that I can't afford a new computer, which I really would love, because I really would love to have a lot of new RAM memory so that I can add more from the workshop. I mean, I have 32 gigabytes of RAM at the moment. It's DDR3, of course, so not that quick. But the sad thing is that I have space on my motherboard for 4 more memory slots. But yeah, where do you find compatible DDR3s now? So, but I'm trying to save up for a new computer, and I hope I will be able to get it in the future. I don't know how long it will take, but probably will take about half a year or something like that, if nothing happens, which you can't control, of course. Things can break and stuff like that. So yeah. So I think we're gonna call it for this episode. I do hope that you like and subscribe and all that jazz, as they say, and I hope you have had an interesting and entertaining time here with me playing Cities Skylines, and I hope to see you again. But for now, I say thank you and goodbye, and stay safe out there. Bye.